And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. A few bits and pieces to touch upon in tonight's video guys. We're going to be going through the player that is set to leave, as the club are now in immediate negotiations over a deal for him. We're going to be going through Jude Bellingham latest. We're also going to be going through a bit about McAllister and give you a bit of insight into his background and where he got that name from, because it's very Scottish or Irish, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, guys, let's get through all of this one today. Let's touch upon Jude Bellingham. Of course, if you haven't heard the rumours, Real Madrid had been in negotiations with Jude Bellingham, and that looks like that deal is complete. So that him ever coming to Liverpool is completely dead in the water, but we already knew this a long time ago, really. But as I said, it is confirmed now. He will join Los Blancos in a €100 million move, which is a big move for Jude Bellingham, and I wish him all the best. I really do think he's a fantastic footballer, and sometimes I'll probably wonder what could have been if he had joined Liverpool Football Club. But as I said, all the best at Real Madrid, and I'm glad that he's not going to another Premier League club, and I'm sure all Liverpool fans around at least are glad that he's not going to Manchester City or Manchester United. So that's that. He is going to Real Madrid. That is a done deal. I want to also touch upon what I said the other day about Gabriel Vega. Gabriel Vega, of course, who plays for Celta Vigo as a central midfielder, attacking midfielder, whatever, plays in all those sorts of different roles. I said recently that Liverpool were looking to hijack this transfer from Newcastle United, and basically the Athletic have came out now backing this one up and have said that Liverpool are heavily interested in Gabriel Vega, and as I said, the interest is real. As I said, this is what James Pearce in The Athletic said, basically that they are looking at different options within the midfield, and Gabriel Vega is one that has caught their eye. Gabriel Vega, by the way, guys, is an interesting and exciting prospect, and he's a player that I would certainly like to see at Liverpool this summer. As I said, Newcastle have him right at the top of their transfer wish list this summer, and he should be available for around €40 million, 21 years old as well, so one for the future. But that's just an update there already from, £34.5 million. That's an update there from James Pearce of The Athletic. And as I say, Newcastle really want him. And as I said, I think he'd be a player who would be absolutely fantastic for Liverpool if the club could go and get him this summer. Now, on to let's go through what you clicked on for, guys. As I said, on to the player that has sparked intermediate negotiations. This is regarding Leighton Clarkson. We've got another bit of information from The Athletic as well, and it's stating that Liverpool are ready to sell Leighton Clarkson, as a host of clubs from the Championship and Aberdeen, of course, in Scotland, are looking to acquire his services. Look, Clarkson had a very disappointing loan spell last season at Blackburn, but however, regained his confidence, went to Aberdeen, did formidably well, unbelievably well, played 38 times as well for Aberdeen, which seen them secure guaranteed group stage European football next season. He also scored 6 goals, laid on another 8 assists during his time in Scotland, and then of course won the club's Young Player of the Year award. Now, since he's got back, a lot of clubs want to acquire his services next season. There was talks that maybe he could fit into the pre-season plans, see if Liverpool want him. However, as I said, it looks like he is surplus to requirements here at the football club, and Liverpool are keen to sell. Aberdeen were one of the sides that wanted to make a move for him. Rangers, Celtic have also been touted. However, other teams down there in the Championship is what The Athletic and James Pearce is confirming. They're basically saying West Brom, QPR and Reading all are potential suitors for the player. It was said that Aberdeen did have a deal agreed in principle, but it doesn't really look like they're going to be able to afford him anyway. But as I said, there's a host of clubs in immediate negotiations looking to try and acquire the services of Liverpool youngster Leighton Clarkson after a very successful loan spell in the Scottish Premiership with Aberdeen. So there's the latest on that one. He could be the first departure of the summer transfer window, which I always felt, look, these young players, sometimes when you get to an age of sort of 21, 22 and you're not breaking into the first team at Liverpool or sort of in and around it, I don't really see them having a future, really, especially at Liverpool. Of course, that to make it as a professional football in any capacity is an unbelievable achievement. But I think 21, 22 and you're still playing down there, out on loan, constant loan spells, then I don't think you're really going to be within the mix. So yeah, that's that with regards to Leighton Clarkson. He is the subject of a lot of concrete interest from a lot of clubs from England and then, of course, Aberdeen in Scotland. Now, Alexis McAllister, I said in a recent video earlier on today, actually, I literally posted that obviously he passed his medical and all the pictures and videos emerged that he came through the AXA training centre and everything was sort of completed. However, I did sort of get the price tag wrong, actually, because as I uploaded the video, the price tag reveal was actually out, so I correct myself on that one. The price is actually £35 million, which is absolute daylight robbery for a World Cup winner and a player of his caliber. So yeah, £35 million is the fee. Now, I just wanted to give you a bit of an interesting fact for those of you. Have you ever wondered why Alexis McAllister, why his name's that? Usually that's sort of a Scottish or an Irishy sort of name. But basically, I wanted to give you a background. Basically, Carlos was his father. He used to have ginger hair as well, like McAllister, so people are looking at the Scottish links. However, as I said, he is a player, of course. His father was a player who used to play for Boca Juniors down in Argentina, and as I said, he sort of did a fairly decent career there. Argentinian as well. Obviously, Alexis was born in Santa Rosa. However, apparently their family come from Ireland. So his father recently came out and said, according to our family, we come from Ireland rather than Scotland. We came to Argentina to a place called Pergamino, but that was 3 or 4 generations ago. And later my father and mother were married and moved to a different place. Santa Rosa is where the province of La Pampa, which is where Alexis was born. Now when we get together, they always say that our ancestors came from Ireland. So a little bit of history. I've recently just got back from Argentina, actually, and in the early 1900s, if you've ever been to Buenos Aires, it's an unbelievably built-up city, and I was actually speaking to people there. And basically, what used to happen back then in the 1900s, a lot of Argentinian people actually look European. They don't really look like South Americans, because there was. In the 1900s, basically, it used to be 2 boats would leave Europe. One would go to New York and one would go to Buenos Aires for sort of work opportunities. There was obviously problems going on within the European economics, and Buenos Aires was supposed to be this next big city. So yeah, a lot of Europeans actually moved to Buenos Aires and of course to New York, and that's how it's created this sort of bloodline of these. If you go to Argentina, a lot of people do look fairly European, and yeah, that's how sort of Alexis McAllister probably has those Irish roots. His father 3 or 4 generations ago left Ireland probably around the famine time and then ended up going down to sort of Buenos Aires or to get work, and then obviously that was how they were done. So yeah, I always found that fairly interesting. It was a bit of information I learned on my Argentina trip pretty recently, so that would probably explain the reason as to why he has the name McAllister, and of course does look fairly European as well. But Liverpool fans, that's all I have for you today. Please do let me know your thoughts on the imminent or departure of Leighton Clarkson, and what are your thoughts on Jude Bellingham? Are you gutted about Liverpool not acquiring his signature, or are you just happy that he's gone to Real Madrid rather than another Premier League side? As I said, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website and have brand new designs available, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.